Hello, my friends. Long time no see. Sorry about that. I've been, it's been really hard to, to find a time to stream. You know, when you're a grown-up. These kind of things, they're bound to happen. But, anyway, hope everyone's doing well. We are, as you can see, we are at the, ooh, that looks terrible. We are at the Aspen Pitkin Airport in Colorado. Case. A beautiful, beautiful airport location. With a often a very complicated takeoff procedure due to mountains. It's always a fun one, so we'll see how that goes. We're trying some new settings for Flight Simulator. That should result in better graphics, lower overall frame rate, but a more stable frame rate. We shouldn't get that wild freezing that we were getting towards the end in the last stream. So we'll see how it goes. But we're already, let's see here, we're already hooked up to local power, so we just got to you'll have to give me a minute. I haven't flown this in a long time. Let's see, batteries on. Excuse me. We already did the initialization and the checklisting, and we've already got our flight plan entered in. So, whew, man, I haven't flown the Citation in a long time, so I'm a little bit out of it here, remembering how to fly this thing. It's okay, we'll figure it out.
500. Temperature 14.
We're going to tune into the ATIS, the Automated Weather Traffic Information System.
Altitude 90200 feet. Data link CPDLC may experience intermittent.
Hold on, Mrs. Carolina Hammerlane has a question about, oh yeah, you know what, they're like breaking down. I had ones the other day that were like that. I did not finish them. Like whatever stabilizing agent they use to keep the gelatin stable is like breaking down or something. So they're like losing their, what do you call it? Yeah, no, I wouldn't eat them. The gelatin's breaking down. Yeah, no. Sorry, Miss. Didn't close the door. Mrs. Hammerlane had a question about something she was eating. It was a little off. Anyway, where are we at here? Departing runway 33, wind 320 at 11, gusting 23. Shit.
Information Tango. 2253 Zulu.
Visibility 10, fuel 8500, temperature 14, dew peak 6, altimeter 3021.
Wind 320 at 11, gusting 23. Visibility 10. Fuel at 8500. Temperature 14. Dew point -6. Altimeter 3021. Density altitude 920.
Oh man, I might not be able to deal with
may experience intermittent degradation today. Advise on initial contact. You have information Tango. Aspen Pitkin County Airport. Information Tango. 2253 Zulu. Arriving runway 15. Departing runway 3.
Alright, 32.
Wind 320 at 11, gusting 23.
Yeah, I know.
Visibility 10. Fuel at
Let's
8500. Temperature 14. Dew point -6.
I'm really pushing this poor
Altimeter
thing.
3021. Density altitude 92000 feet. Data link CPDLC may experience intermittent degradation today. Advise on initial contact. You
See
have
how that
information
does.
Tango. Aspen-Pitkin County Airport. Information Tango.
Alright, 303.21.
Arriving runway 15. Departing runway
What
33.
the fuck?
Wind 320 at 11.
DLSS looks terrible in this.
Visibility 10.
I can't deal.
Temperature 14. Dew point -6. Altimeter 3021. Density altitude 9,200 feet. Data link CPDLC may experience intermittent degradation.
Oh no.
Advise on
That looks even
contact.
worse.
You have information Tango.
Jesus. Okay. Sorry, you're gonna bear with me here while I figure out some settings.
2253 Zulu. Arriving runway 15. Departing runway 33. Wind 320 at 11 gusting 23. Visibility 10. View at 8500.
Okay.
Temperature 14. Dew point -6.
Okay. Information Tango. Sorry you had to listen to that for so long. Alright. Everything's on. Oh, I don't know what our initial altitude's gonna be, but let me just set it to 8,000. We'll see where. Oh, we're already at like 7,000. So let's set it to 12, and we'll see where we go from there. We're gonna take off on heading mode. Departing 33, so that's gonna be magnetic heading 332. Excuse me. FLC, manual speed, we're about 160. I didn't even see what the speed bug was. What was it? V1, rotated 114, 185. Okay. Yeah, we'll do 165 for the flight level change. Bank on. Okay, let's see. Start up our start up the auxiliary engines for some power. The auxiliary power unit, as it were. Alright, it's been a while, but I think that's everything. My light's all the way up. Super bright. Alright. I think that's everything. We're on with clearance. What was it? Was it Tango? I can't remember. Yeah, Tango.
Altimeter 302.
Aspen clearance, this is Cessna 208 Romeo Alpha. We have information Tango on board. We are ready to copy for our IFR to Crater Lake Klamath Regional.
Clearance on request, stand by. Caravan 208 Romeo Alpha, Aspen clearance cleared to Crater Lake Klamath via the Lens 1 departure, then is filed, climb and maintain 1000, expect flight level 43010 minutes after departure, departure on 123.8 squawk 1246, expect runway 33.
Cleared to Crater Lake Klamath via Lens 1 departure, then is filed, climb and maintain 11,000, expecting flight level 43010 minutes after departure on frequency 123.8, squawking 1246, expecting runway 33, Cessna 208 Romeo Alpha.
Caravan 8 Romeo Alpha, read back correct, ground will be on 121.9er.
Ground on 121.9er, thank you very much, have a great afternoon. Alright, we have our clearance. Got our clearance. Our APU's on, so we can turn external power off. Let's see. We got like a bajillion fucking warnings here. Fuel boost pump on. Engine shut down. No standby. No takeoff. Yeah, that's all fine. That's all perfectly fine. Alright, we're on with ground. Cessna 208 Romeo Alpha, information Tango to Aspen ground. Request permission to start engines and push back.
Caravan 8 Romeo Alpha, push back and engine start approved, tail north.
Pushback and engine start approved, tail north, Cessna 208 Romeo Alpha. Alright, I gotta remember, there is it ramp? Yeah, ramp. We connect to ramp, and, oh, fuck. Hold on a minute. Sorry, I have a setting wrong somewhere. I think I do. Oh, you know what? It's probably just because the engines aren't on yet. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's fine. We just have to set this shit up again. As you do. Yeah, I know. Sort of exceeds GPU capacity. I am aware, my friend. Alright. Ay. Pain in the ass. Alright, so Cessna 208 Romeo Alpha to ramp. We are ready for pushback.
Ground to flight deck, release parking brake, pushback starting, off blocks time 6:14 p.m.
Parking brake released, off block time 4:10 p.m.
Bypass pin inserted, just let me know when you're ready to start the pushback.
Copy that, we're ready to start, go ahead.
deck, cleared for engine start and sequence.
Copy that, starting engines in sequence. Excuse me. I don't know where the hell he's putting me. What the hell are you doing, buddy?
Ground to flight deck, pushback complete. Please ensure parking brakes are set. Standing by for confirmation of good engine start and report when ready for disconnect.
Flight deck to ramp. We have good engine start ready for disconnect. Parking brakes are engaged. What a stupid pushback.
Alright, we're disconnecting now. Stand by. Ground to flight deck, bypass pin removed. We've disconnected and cruise clear. You're good to go. See you soon.
Thank you very much. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you on the other side.
You're still on ramp frequency.
Citation 208 Romeo Alpha to Aspen ground. We are ready to taxi to runway 33.
Citation 208 Romeo Alpha, Aspen ground, runway 33 taxi via Alpha 9er.
Runway 33 via Alpha 9er, Cessna 208 Romeo Alpha. Oh shit, you know what? I forgot to put in the lens departure. Alright, we'll put that in on our... We'll put that in as we taxi. Oh no, okay, it's already in. Oh, excuse me. So, I hope everyone's been good lately. Been doing well. Long taxi here to the end of 33. Uh-oh. Ooh, rough on the frame right there. Yeah, transitioning's a little hard. We're not using any DLSS, no frame gen. This is all TAA, baby. All the real thing. No artificial technology today. Uh-oh. Going up a little bit of a hill. Need a little more throttle. Come on, buddy. Got a little bit of a hump there. Ooh. Nasty. Oh yeah, this is that one, isn't it? Oh man, okay. Alright, I get it. I need some throttle to get up the hill here. Look at that. 40% throttle to even get moving? Jesus. Look, Colorado, the air's so thin up here. The problem with jets is without much oxygen, hard to get moving. So it's very thin. Like once they're going, they work great at high altitude, but lack of oxygen at these low throttle levels.
Alpha, contact tower on 118.85, safe flight.
Tower on 118.85, citation 208 Romeo Alpha, thanks. Alright, this is a toughie. I forgot that you have to sort of fly this, this departure yourself, which is a rough one. But we'll see how it goes. Oh, I'm glad I noticed that. Alright, wish me luck. Citation 208 Romeo Alpha to Aspen Tower. We are holding short runway 33, ready for takeoff.
Citation 208 Romeo Alpha, Aspen Tower, runway 33, winds 340 at 13, gusting 20, RNAV lens, cleared for takeoff.
Winds 340 at 13, gusting 20, RNAV lens, cleared for takeoff, Cessna 208 Romeo Alpha.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, contact departure.
Departure on frequency 123.8, Cessna 208 Romeo Alpha. Aspen County departure, citation 208 Romeo Alpha. We are at 11,000 feet outbound lens RNAV.
Citation 208 Romeo Alpha, Aspen departure, radar contact, climb via the SID.
Climbing via SID, citation 208 Romeo Alpha. In order to not blast the skiers during skiing season here, we're restricted to a relatively low altitude until we cross the intercept here just in a second. And these jet engines, as you're taking off, can be quite, how do you put it? They can give quite a shock when they gun it, so, to 16,000 feet here real quick. And then the next, what is it? Oh, after that we can just start climbing. After we cross Linz. Okay. Oh, we're over,
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, direct Linz, then as filed, please.
Direct Linz, then is filed. Citation 208 Romeo Alpha. Yeah, it's funny, he gives me the direct Linz after I cross the intercept. When Linz is in fact my next, excuse me, my next point.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, climb and maintain flight level 330.
Flight level 330, Cessna, or Citation 208 Romeo Alpha. Alright, now, he's giving it to me now. Let me say 330. There we go. Just crossed over Linz. So I can do the throttle up. So let me check. I gotta check one thing before we set out here. Yeah.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, contact Denver Center on 132.85.
Denver Center on 132.85, Citation 208 Romeo Alpha. Oof. Okay. Yeah, I know. Resources exceed, but I know it. Endeavour Center says Citation 208 Romeo Alpha. We are through flight level 219 for flight level 330.
Citation 208 Romeo Alpha, Denver Center. Good evening.
I don't know. It's hard to get a good view in this citation.
Romeo Alpha, climb and maintain flight level 420.
Climb and maintain flight level 420, Citation 208 Romeo Alpha.
Denver Center, Southwest 4329, 17,000. Southwest 4329, radar contact.
thought these things worked now. Maybe not. Huh. Oh well. So, how's everybody been? Well, staying safe out there with the weirdos that are out and about in the world? I usually browse X while I'm flying. It's always interesting to kind of catch up on the headlines while you're getting along.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, climb and maintain flight level 430.
Flight level 430, citation 208 Romeo Alpha. There's this video going around of this kid that was like body slammed during a baseball game. Looked like he got his shit roughed up pretty bad. Well, it looks like the kid who did the body slamming got a 2-game suspension. So, yeah, I mean, you know, that's good. 2-game suspension is good, right? Nope, didn't do that. It's so weird. People get these leg lengthening surgeries. I don't know. Like this, I'm looking at a post by Sovi where a guy got a leg lengthening surgery to be like 6'4" when he was 5'7", and it's like your arms are still 5'7". You know, just because you're 6'4", now you look goofy. I don't know. I think you should just enjoy how tall you are. Let's see. Another post here on X. You are offered a chance to groundhog your day. Groundhog day your life, resetting to age 15. Every time you die, no matter how you die, how you lived your life for good or evil, or when you die, you reset to age 14, retaining your... What was it, 15 or 14? You reset to age 14, retaining your memories from your past lives. The catch is, it's forever. I don't know. Whew, it's a dangerous one. You'll never go to meet God, which is definitely not great. Very bad, even. You don't want to cut yourself off from God. Don't want to do that. Pretty up here, isn't it? And it's all real, no DLSS, no frame gen. Just do have temporal anti-aliasing running. But that's it. We're almost at max altitude. Ooh, so the folks back there enjoying their time can very nearly take their seatbelts and things off. That's the alarm telling us we're 1,000 feet from our intended altitude. If you were with us last time we flew in the Cessna 208, we reached an altitude of, I believe, 6,000 feet. Oh, sorry, I'm super stuffy. I believe we reached an altitude of 6,000 feet on that trip. And are currently at almost 43,000 feet. This is about 10,000 feet higher than you would be flying in your your typical passenger jet if you're going on vacation. Any jets we encounter are going to be at least, I shouldn't say at least, but will be about 10,000 feet below us. Except for United States military, we're just about the highest thing in the skies today. The Cessna Citation is quite an aircraft. Citation 208 Romeo Alpha to Denver Center. We are established at flight level 430. Okay, sorry, I was checking some settings for the AI stuff. AI stuff being the I use Say Intentions to run my air traffic control, and it's supposed to be injecting other aircraft too. I don't see any at the moment. But we'll see. Oh, there's some. Maybe it just had to reconnect. Whatever. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm so stuffy. So yeah, once you're up here, man, this is it. This is the pilot. The modern planes, man, they basically fly themselves. Get out of the way. Okay. Basically fly themselves, man. They're programmed with a route. They'll follow each step all the way to our destination. Right here in the center of the screen, you can see what our programmed speed is. Mach 0.840, which is 84% the speed of sound. About 240 knots in the air. But because of how speed works when you're up high, due to the way the air moves, we're actually doing about 430 knots. I can't actually... There's a display over here that should show me. What's it say? Oh, 426. So I was pretty close. I guessed 430. 426. So... But yeah, FMS means Flight Management System is running the flight. AP means autopilot is enabled. AT means auto throttle is enabled. Altitude V means that vertical navigation is enabled. So when it's time to start descending, which I'll show you in a minute here, when it's time to start descending, the plane can descend and manage its own throttle. And then, of course, our flight identification and communication station. Over here it shows some information about the plane itself. I don't know why it's still showing us in... My telemetry tool is showing cruise, which is correct. But for some reason, this is still showing climb status. Even though it's throttling down appropriately. That's the throttle percentage for each engine. This is a twin-engine jet. The internal turbine temperature, doing well. Engine efficiency percentage, doing great. Fuel per hour, oil pressure, oil temperature, total fuel quantity, and how much in each wing. Fuel temperature. Trim, aileron, rudder, and stabilizer trim. Gear status, up. Cabin pressurized. APU's off. Electrical, doing well. Lights. Yeah, everything's looking good. As the pilot, this is where you're at. You know, once everything's in, you kind of monitor the radio, monitor the aircraft status, monitor traffic, and enjoy the sights. Talk to your co-pilot. But this plane is a little broken. This is Flight Simulator 2024 has some planes that are new or remade for 24, which the Cessna 208 is one of those that we were flying last time, and they have co-pilots in them. There was a person sitting here. The old planes, there are some old planes that you can have in 2024 that were meant for 2020 and they haven't been changed at all. They're just like brought right in. They don't fly very well. Lots of problems with those. And then there are ones that are all new for 2024, which are really nice. Like, I don't fly any of those, unfortunately, too often, but those are some of the ones that I know how to fly. Are like the Vision Jet. I can't remember if I bought the Honda Jet, but that's one. The FSR 500 is kind of remade for 24. There's the excuse me, the Cessna 172 was all remade for 24. Is really cool. And then there's some that have been upgraded with the new flight model and a few new features. And this is one of those planes. And unfortunately, the upgraded ones do not have co-pilots. So that's why we don't have a co-pilot. Unfortunately, all of my favorite planes were upgrades for this year.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, contact Salt Lake Center on 127.925.
Salt Lake Center on 127.925, citation 208 Romeo Alpha. Have a great afternoon. Salt Lake Center, citation 208 Romeo Alpha. We are established at flight level 430.
Citation 208 Romeo Alpha, Salt Lake Center. Good evening.
Where were we? Oh, yeah, all my favorite planes in Flight Simulator 2024 are upgraded or like remastered instead of all new, which is very unfortunate. I like the Citation, which is what we're flying now, and it's an upgrade. The Caravan, the 208, which we flew last time, is an upgrade. And my other favorite plane to fly is the Dreamliner, the 787. That's also an upgrade. It doesn't work properly. Some of the 787's still broken, unfortunately. Like I said, the only ones I know how to fly that are all new are the Vision Jet, the 172. And I know how to fly the Honda Jet. I just can't remember if I bought that one or not. Because that one, the Honda Jet, was in 2020, and its maker remade it for 24. But I don't remember if I bought the remade one or not. You know, these kind of streams, Flight Simulator especially, because Truck Sim, at least I'm driving. You know, I have something I'm like constantly doing. But Flight Sim, you are literally just sitting here, maybe browsing Reddit. But yeah, in Truck Sim you're driving, Flight Sim you're just sitting here. So it would be good to have people to chat to, discuss politics with. That kind of thing. Talk about the flight. Good times. Excuse me. Let's see, let's take a look at our... Oh, there's no descent information programmed. Okay, so let's take a look, see. Oh, brother. Okay. It's because we really don't have descent information yet. That's true. If we go over here, we're landing here. We're landing here, and they'll give us a an arrival, but as of yet we don't have it. So We don't know. Our descent, is after our last point. So we don't really have a descent information yet. We'll get that from ATC at some point here.
Salt Lake Center, Delta 2796, flight level 200.
We'll get that somewhere in the next hour. Will tell us our descent info. That was ATC talking to another plane nearby. That Delta jet up there. See, they're exactly, well, not exactly, but they're about half our current altitude. I don't see them. They're crossing our flight path right now, but I do not see them. They're going up. They just take off of, right there? That's a tiny little airport. There ain't no way that Delta took off from there. The fuck? That's too small for them, too. Yeah, that's probably too small. Who knows? Who knows where they took off from? But they're climbing now, so... I mean... You would think Salt Lake, but they're kinda low. Only 24,000 to be coming from Salt Lake? Doesn't make any sense. Not sure what's going on there. Another Delta 2056 coming out of Salt Lake there. They're about 10,000 feet below us. Oh, we're passing over a national forest. That's fun. We're like right in the sun. Hard to say. It's funny, I have VSync is on, but even with VSync on, there's enough like various system lag that I'm still getting a little bit of screen tearing. I think it's TAA tearing, to be honest. You know, it's a shame, what do you call it, Say Intentions has all of these neat features for a, like a cabin crew and a co-pilot you can talk to, but they changed how it works since the last time I used it, and I haven't set it all up. What is this? What is going on here? Now it's turned back around. Still climbing.
Center, Delta 2056, flight level 200.
Delta 2056, radar contact.
Maybe he's holding. He keeps like doing turns, but he's putting on altitude, so I don't know. Who knows what's going on there?
Salt Lake Center, Delta 2514, flight level 200.
Delta 2514, radar contact.
We're like passing over him now. Zoom out a little bit so you can see a little better on the GPS. How much can you see there? Yeah, it's fine, whatever. Oh, you can see the
Delta 2728, flight level 200.
punishing.
2728, radar contact.
What the hell? That's that Delta. What the hell is going on? Wonder what he's doing. It's weird. It's a little bit of a better view. What the fuck? Let's see if I can figure out how to turn on the cabin crew and stuff. Let's see, intercom. Co-pilot. Oh, they still have my girl Janet. Cool. Intercom channel 2, cabin crew. Man, they've added a bunch. There's a passenger PA. I don't know what good that is. I'll have to look into that one. Okay, so that's that. And then I go to controls. And
dear guests, the use of approved electronic devices is now permitted in flight mode. Cabin service will begin shortly.
I assume you guys can't hear this.
Thank you for flying with us. Dear guests, I hope you are enjoying the flight. I will now begin the snack and beverage service. Today, we have a delightful selection, including our signature cheese platter and refreshing fruit juices. After the service, I will have some special items available for you to browse. Thank you for flying with us.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Let's see how that works. Okay. Sorry, I'm just catching up with how all this works now. Okay, that's already what it was. Okay. Alright, let's see how this went. Hey Janet, are you there?
I'm here, just like a shadow but less creepy.
Hey Juniper, are you there?
Yes, Captain. I'm here and everything is going smoothly in the cabin.
I have a feeling I can turn those down a little bit. I'll have to review the video afterwards to find out. Okay, so those still work. That's kind of cool. They work pretty easy too. Where are we at? We are south of Salt Lake City, which is way out there in the distance, I think. I wish I could think of a way to integrate storytelling with doing flight simulator streams as a VTuber. There's been a couple of threads lately on X where people were talking about wanting to form a group that was very storyline forward. But I'm not even sure how that would work. At least not in my case. Flying around to hunt down evils of society, perhaps. Damn, I haven't even gotten any I haven't even gotten spammers yet. Ain't that a shame? Oh well. Oh well, oh well, oh well. This is the problem with flying out in the Midwest or in the West, wherever the hell we are. But especially flying over Nevada, really. It's all desert. There's no cities to look at. Just endless desert terrain. This is the kind of thing that the Europeans really don't understand. Just how, like, brutally big the United States is. Interesting. I have a couple different flight planning things going on here. The map you see in the lower right hand corner is a little nav map, which is kind of just an enthusiast flight mapping software, not to be used for real flying. And then there's also the I mentioned it, the Say Intentions, which is the air traffic control and traffic injection. And it there's almost not quite a 10-minute, 15-minute difference in when they're expecting to
Hey, Captain Jack, would you like anything to drink or a small snack while we're cruising?
Yeah, actually, bring me a coffee.
Understood, Captain. I'll bring coffee to the flight deck now.
Yeah, that's it uses AI to simulate the cabin crew and your co-pilot. You heard Janet earlier. The co-pilot, that's Juniper. The cabin crew for our business jet. I don't know what we're transporting, but Juniper is a business jet specific. There's a business jet specific cabin crew. They're a crew that are intended for like big jets, like 787s, 747s. There are mentors who can help you with aviation things if you're learning to fly. There are there's tour guides that can tell you about places as you're flying over them. They basically look the place up in Wikipedia and then we'll tell you all about it. There are
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, contact Salt Lake Center on 127.825.
Salt Lake Center on 27.825, citation 208 Romeo Alpha. Have a good afternoon. Salt Lake Center, citation 208 Romeo Alpha. We are with you at flight level 430.
Citation 208 Romeo Alpha, Salt Lake Center. Good evening.
Where were we? I don't remember. Doesn't matter really. You know, except that, what do you call it? I wonder if it would slaughter my performance to, like, watch other VTubers. While I'm streaming. I'll fucking cook my GPU. It's probably not kosher to turn, like, for you to be able to...
Captain, I just wanted to let you know that I have your coffee ready, and we'll be bringing it to you shortly. How's everything going up here?
Oh, not bad. We're, not quite halfway through. About an hour until descent.
Got it, Captain. I'll keep an eye on everything in the cabin as we approach descent.
Anyway, as I was saying, it's probably not kosher for you to be able to see her, or, you know, see other VTubers, or hear them while I'm streaming. So I probably shouldn't unmute it. Chat limited by broadcaster. Oh well, is what it is. Oh no! Stop. Didn't want it to start doing that. Excuse me. Oh, gross. I hate when people post third world cooking videos on X, and you're scrolling by, and all of a sudden you're watching some dude in a muumuu cooking eggs in diesel oil for some reason. God, what a life. Thank God every day. I thank God every single day that I was born in the United States. I shit you not. Every day. Dear God, thank you once again that I was born in the United States of America, and not China, not India, definitely not Russia, not France, not Australia, not Africa. Japan wouldn't be so bad. Not England, although Japan's getting worse. Not England, Not Ireland. It's Deutschland. None of them. Not Canada, not Mexico, Brazil, Argentina, Paraguay, Chile. None of it. None of them. Not a single one is better than the United States of America. So, thank you, God. I think I'm gonna have to get my co-pilot to take over the radios for a few minutes while I go have a cigarette and get some new tea. Oh shit. Get some new tea. Have a cigarette. Looks like we have 35 minutes to 50 minutes until descent. I'm really not sure. So we'll see. But yeah. So let's ask the co-pilot Janet to take over radios for a minute, and I'll go so I can go have a cigarette. Hey Janet, you there, girl?
I am here, Jack. Just like a shadow, but less creepy. What's up?
Yeah, I need to go grab that coffee that Juniper was making. Can you take over the radios for a minute?
All right, Jack. I'll handle the radios while you grab that coffee. Enjoy your brew.
Alright. Alright, I'm back. I'm back. Had a cigarette. Don't tell, you're not allowed to smoke in planes like this. Did you know? Whew. My nose is so stuffy. You know, hold on. I'm gonna go blow my nose real quick. Alright, now we're back. Now we are back. Did Juniper come back with our coffee? I hope so. Alright, Janet, I'm back. I'll take over the radios now.
Alright, Jack. You're back in charge of the radios now.
They didn't happen to tell us anything about our approach or arrival while I was gone, did they, Janet?
No, Jack. They didn't mention anything about our approach or arrival. We're still cruising along at flight level 430, like a bird that forgot how to land.
Janet always has wise things to say, doesn't she? For people who aren't familiar, Janet is the kind of the goofball AI co-pilot. There's a bunch of different personalities, including actually there's some like YouTubers, like aviation YouTubers that you can have as your co-pilot. But yeah, Janet is stupid, put it that way. She's a goofball. And she has a crush on one of the Hammer Lane Air Logistics or whatever employees. And she talks about it from time to time. It's kind of funny. I hope they pass the Save America Act. Japanese honorary white? I think so. I'm looking at a post by, ooh, I don't recognize some of the kanji in her name. But, Clownfisher? 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 I don't know. Anyway. Talking about she's honorary, or he is, whichever, is honorary white. It's funny. Sorry, I'm just scrolling X. Kind of just having a look-see. It's always fun to try silly things with the AI. Hey Juniper, can you tell me anything about the guests we have aboard the plane today?
Certainly, Captain. We have a small group of guests today, all enjoying the flight. They seem to be relaxed and are taking advantage of the cabin amenities.
Oh, okay. Well, it's basic but informative.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha. Anticipate descent in about 20 minutes. Just say the word if you'd like to start down earlier.
Salt Lake Center, anticipating descent in about 20 minutes. I'll let you know if I want to come down sooner. Citation 208 Romeo Alpha.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha. Contact Salt Lake Center on 133.45.
Salt Lake Center on 33.45, citation 208 Romeo Alpha. Salt Lake Center, citation 208 Romeo Alpha, with you, flight level 430.
They seem quite relaxed, and some are taking advantage of the refreshments. If you need more specific details, or have any particular requests regarding them, just let me know.
Thanks, Juniper. I'll let you know. Thanks for talking over ATC.
You're welcome, Captain. I'm here if you need anything else.
Dumbass. Surrounded by assholes. Everybody's seen that movie, right? Surrounded by assholes. Yeah, no arrival or approach yet. I mean, I wouldn't be crazy surprised if Crater Lake didn't have much in the way of arrivals, but I kind of am expecting an approach. I gotta be honest, it's probably more entertaining to fly low and slow for streaming, isn't it? Rather than these super high altitude long haul flights. A little disorienting to see the country that way, isn't it? Since we have heading up. Clouds kind of look like shit. That's okay. They're allowed to do that. So it's been fun flying together, hasn't it? Seeing all of Nevada. Little sink. Presume that's where Juniper was just fixing our coffee and tea. This is where Janet is sitting. Yeah, I know. Resource usage exceeds GPU memory capacity. Yeah. Blah blah blah. Shut the fuck up. I know. trying something here. There's I read about a trick where you overset the graphics by like a wild margin. I'll be honest, I only have a 3080, I think, or 3090. I have the best 3 series RTX card, whatever that is. I have that. But I was reading that you way overset the graphics, like as high as they go, and then you set the dynamic settings for 30 FPS, and then limit the game to 30 FPS, and it will like automatically find good settings. Like it will lower things that are impacting frame rate a lot, while keeping things that don't really hurt frame rate high. And as a result, it seems like it pushes it right to the edge. Like I am certainly not getting 30 frames. I'm getting like 23, 22, 24, 30 at times. Getting frame rate warnings when I look back because of texture overload. But what's neat is that it does shit like lowers the ground settings when I go to look back, and you can kind of, and prioritizes back here, and then after I look out here over a few seconds, you'll kind of see the textures come back in here. I don't know, it's really neat. It's a cool technique. It kind of pushes your system to the absolute edge of what it can do, while kind of hovering around the frame rate you tell it to attempt for. I guess I should really set it to like 40 and see if it can hover around 30. Nikita Beer having a subscription is kind of wild, not gonna lie. I don't know. If you go to Nikita Beer's subscription thing, it says like, report bugs directly to me. And like, I get it. Normally you have to file like a bug report and, you know, go through that whole experience. And I guess you pay the $3 or now $6 a month, and you can skip that whole thing and report bugs directly to Nikita. Guess that's cool. I guess, I don't know. Oh look, circular farming of some kind. That's the other cool effect of the dynamic settings with over settings, is that like if you zoom in on something and give it a second, it will bump the settings up big time since you're so zoomed in, so you can see that spot at like maximum settings. It's a neat trick. I'm glad I read about it. It really enhances the thing, especially like I don't like frame gen. I don't like DLSS in this. I usually do like DLSS. Don't get me wrong. It's a cool tech. The problem is these screens exist in actual 3D space. Like they are, for all intents and purposes, they are actual computers being emulated by the flight simulator, with actual screen outputs and everything. Like you can shut that screen off for a very slight performance boost. I shit you not. I'm not doing it, but you can. Or rather, I should say, it's mirrored right now. So I am actually in the performance friendly setting, but you can, there's a mod you have to, it's not really a mod. It's a free DLC mod from the people who make the game that allows you to set this right hand display to something different. And it costs quite a bit of performance because it has to emulate essentially a third computer inside, or actually a fourth, because these two are, well, actually, no, you know what, I'm sorry. The center one is linked to these two. This second one is not running right now. This one and this one are linked together, and this one is alone, and that one is alone. Or, I mean, these two right now are the same one, and then these two are the same. So it's, yeah, there's two computers running, and they're actually in 3D space. They're not part of the user interface, so DLSS fudges them really bad. Makes it look absolutely terrible. Where are we at? Oh, Nevada. Humboldt, Toyabe National Forest. South of Winnemucca. Winnemucca out there. Sacramento, far away over there. Destination, out there somewhere. Klamath Falls. There was a time when I was writing a mystery story that took place in Klamath Falls. Shouldn't say too much more about that. Give away the secret. Man, I am anxiously awaiting my arrival information. Minutes until descent, and I still don't have it. I wish I had an audience so I could take suggestions for where we should fly next. Cool places to go. I know eventually we'll fly in Japan. We're kind of battling the sunset here. It's catching up to us. We're flying west at, 83% of the speed of sound. It's still catching up. Well, we're also going a bit north, but does fucking Crater Lake have procedures? Yeah, they sure do. They only have approaches, I see. They don't have any arrivals. So I won't get an arrival, but I'm expecting an ILS approach. Which means, if I want this thing to, descend on its own. What am I likely to get here? I'm guessing we'll get 3-2 ILS. Hang on. I gotta turn that off for a second. Sorry. Sorry to disturb your viewing experience. I don't know which one. Yeah, okay. We're just gonna go ahead and put that one in and assume that's what it's gonna be. ILS. What did I put in? ILS Yankee 3-2. Tulip. Tana. Where the fuck is Tulip? Okay, we'll do Tulip. Where the fuck is Mirax? Oh yeah, Tulip's the one. Minimums are 4088. So we have a descent. Cool. We have to remove that waypoint. Oh, wait a minute. Did I do something stupid? Maybe. No, okay. Ooh, hard to see with all that low cloud cover. Oh no. Tell me that glitch didn't happen. That's fucking unfortunate. Oh, come on. There we go. Fix that bitch. What a pain in the ass that was. Okay. Had me scared there for a second. Where I didn't think I was going to be able to control my camera during landing. That would have been disastrous. True disaster material. We're somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes till descent, and about 30 minutes until we should be on the ground. 30 minutes. I haven't had a single spammer tonight. That's lonely. Super lonely. That's fine. Usually when I go back and check viewership, it's like 3 or 4 viewers. I could always take time to walk through starting the plane. Didn't I do that? I don't remember. But I could always take time walking through starting the plane, teach everybody how to fly. So, speaking of teaching people how to fly, ugh, I'm still super stuffy. What we set here was the one. What do you call it? After the initial fix is around 9,000 feet for my approach. So when it comes time to descend, if they don't give me a descent before that TOD, we'll call and tell them just before that TOD that we're ready to come down, because the jet will start bringing itself down. As you can, oh, you can't actually see it, but oh, come on, you can kind of see. Yeah, there you go. See those lights?
Romeo Alpha, contact Salt Lake Center on 132.25.
Salt Lake Center on 32.25, citation 208 Romeo Alpha. Salt Lake Center, citation 208 Romeo Alpha, with you at flight level 430. Anyway, you got those lights that show you different things.
208 Romeo Alpha, Salt Lake Center, good evening.
VNav there tells you vertical navigation, VALT, vertical altimeter path, tells you that it's going to come down to a minimum of that number that I set, 9,000. So when we reach TOD, it will automatically start descending. So we'll call just before TOD if they don't give it to us. But I suspect they will. I suspect they'll call in just a minute. It's going to be a pretty sunset as we're coming into land. Hey Juniper, we're like 5 minutes, maybe a little less, away from our descent, so if you'd like to offer the guests any last refreshments and tell them to start buckling up for the descent.
Folks, we'll be starting our descent shortly, so please return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt. If you would like any last refreshments, please let me know soon. Thank you.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, at your discretion, descend and maintain flight level 320.
Copy that. Descend, maintain flight level 320 at discretion. We're gonna start descent here in about 3 or 4 minutes.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, descend and maintain flight level 220.
Descend and maintain flight level 220, citation 208 Romeo Alpha. Alright. he's asking for 220, so we might as well go to what he's asking for. I know we have a path pre-programmed, but man wants what the man wants. So we set the altitude, we hit the flight level change button, and the modern aircraft pretty much flies itself. It starts lowering its speed, lowers the engines all the way down, and starts a descent. Now we still have the V navigation and path enabled.
We'll be starting our arrival shortly, so please return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt. Thank you.
So if we get to the descent path during our route, it'll just auto join the descent path. Excuse me. Salt Lake Center, citation 20 Romeo Alpha. Do you have my approach yet?
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha. Expect the ILS runway 32 approach into KLMT.
Copy that, expecting ILS runway 32 approach into KLMT. Hang on, I have to kill something real quick. Bandwidth warnings, so I wanted to switch off one of my broadcast monitors.
Alpha, contact Seattle Center on 135.35.
Seattle Center on 35.35, citation 208 Romeo Alpha. Seattle Center, this is citation 208 Romeo Alpha. We are descending past flight level 287 for 220.
Citation 208 Romeo Alpha, Seattle Center, good evening.
Anyway, yeah, we were getting bandwidth warnings, so I turned off the broadcast of the monitor that I use for X. It's a long story. I send my monitors over network to another PC. I have 3 monitors. The one on the left is showing you the GPS. The one on the right has X and my ATC on it, but I don't have it set up so that you can see that right now. So I don't know why I was broadcasting it to my stream PC. So I shut that off to save some bandwidth. 3 1080p monitors is probably quite a lot. Alright, we're about to hit 22,000, in which case we're going to drop it again. Once we hit 22,000, we'll lower it again, so that if we hit the descent path, we'll take that back up. Citation 208 Romeo Alpha to Seattle Center. We are established at flight level 220. So
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, roger. Maintain flight level 220.
Maintaining descending flight level 220, citation 20 Romeo Alpha. Nice sunset incoming. Mount Shasta is right over there, which is that super weird place. The what is it? The mountain in Grand Theft Auto is based on there. Can't remember what it's called. I can't remember. That's fine. Mount Chiliad. That's it. Mount Chiliad, based on Mount Shasta. Can't really see it. I think it's essentially blocked by the sunset in that pillar right there. I wonder if you can hear my neck crack when I do that. Don't know. So flight computer computes a new top of descent based on our current altitude. So once again, if they don't give us a lower altitude by TOD, it'll start descending on its own. At which point I would ask for a lower altitude, let them know, hey, we're got to start coming down if we're gonna make that runway. Let's see here. One 126.5.
Density altitude 5800 feet.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, descend and maintain 13,000 feet. Altimeter 3011.
Maintain.
Descend and maintain 13,000 feet, altimeter 3011, citation 20 Romeo Alpha. Once we cross 18,000, we'll change that to the barometer, from the standard barometer to the local. And then once we cross 10,000 feet, we'll turn our landing lights on.
You arriving and departing runways 25, 32. Wind 270 at 10. Visibility 10.
Information Charlie.
Temperature 23, dew point minus.
Just checking the automated traffic information service at the airport we're landing at. Alright, there is coming up on 18,000. And click over to the local barometer. 3011. Next step we look for is 10,000 feet for our landing lights.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, contact Kingsley approach on 123.675.
Kingsley approach on 23.675, citation 208 Romeo Alpha. Let me check real quick. What was the information? Charlie. Charlie. Kingsley approach, citation 208 Romeo Alpha with information Charlie, inbound ILS runway 32, passing 14,000 feet for 13,000.
Citation 208 Romeo Alpha, Kingsley approach. Good evening, Crater Lake, Klamath, altimeter 3011. Expect the ILS Yankee runway 32 approach into Crater Lake, Klamath.
Expecting ILS Yankee 32 approach into Crater Lake, Klamath. Citation 208 Romeo Alpha. How are you doing tonight? Okay, he's feeling a little cold. He doesn't want to chit chat. That's fine. So we set it down again. Gives us a new TOD just before Tulip. Shit's gonna get a little crazy there. Yeah, we're gonna leave banking off. Everybody, buckle your fucking seatbelts because banking is turned off, so it'll turn tight. Because some of these are a little close. And once we line up.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, maintain present heading vectors for the ILS runway 32 approach.
Maintain present heading vectors to ILS runway 32 approach. Oh, great vectors. I wish I could just fly the approach. I don't trust the AI to do good vectors. Oh shit, really?
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, descend and maintain 10,000 feet, turn left heading 270.
Descend, maintain 10,000, turn left heading 270.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, proceed direct on, descend and maintain 9,000 feet until established on the localizer cleared for the ILS runway 32 approach.
Jesus Christ. Descend and maintain 9,000 feet, proceed direct on until established on the localizer cleared ILS runway 32. Pain in the ass.
Centurion 7 Alpha Kilo, contact Seattle Center on 134.9er.
Over to Seattle Center on 134.9er East, Centurion 7 Alpha Kilo.
Alright, flick on our landing lights here. Can we see the airport yet? Alright, we got 9,000. So what's going to happen here is when we turn...
We'll be starting our arrival into Crater Lake shortly. Please turn off your electronic devices and stow them until we've arrived at the gate. Kindly return to your seats, ensure your seatbelts are fastened, and put your tray tables away. The weather at Crater Lake is clear, with a temperature of 23 degrees Celsius. Our assigned gate is Park 21. Thank you for flying with us.
Right, so... Where were we? Oh, after we make this turn here for Tana, we will switch over to navigation by the localizer and flick on approach mode over here, and damn thing will just about land itself. Myself. That sucked. It's been really fun flying with you guys tonight. I want to do a type of like event kind of thing where I do like an air tour where we fly around and I kind of read a prepared tour script over a bunch of places. Like about this altitude. Like I made one. I was gonna do it tonight, but I wasn't quite ready for it. For the American Revolution, so a bunch of battlefields and monument sites and important areas for the Revolution. That's one I was gonna do. Alright, so that's warning me that top of descent is gonna start auto descending in 1 minute for the V path. Here goes our turn at Tana.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, contact Crater Lake Klamath Tower on 133.975.
Crater Lake Klamath Tower on 33975, citation 208 Romeo Alpha. Let's just check, make sure Charlie's still
activity.
Okay, Charlie's still active. Klamath Tower, citation 208 Romeo Alpha, information Charlie inbound ILS Yankee 32. Alright, as you can see, it's starting to descend.
Romeo Alpha, Crater Lake Klamath Regional Airport Tower, roger.
As you can see, it's starting to descend on its own here. We're going to drop our speed. The engines will bottom the fuck out. If we get to Masma and we're not, or Mzama, right there, and we're not at the speed we want to be, we'll drop flaps aggressively. Alright, so there we are. We're going to change nav source to the localizer and set approach. So there we are on approach. On the localizer, everything's looking good. We're going to drop to flaps 1 to help drop some speed here. You can see our runway we're looking for right there. Lights are all on, everything's looking good. Everything's looking good. Right, we've still got a lot of speed, so we're going to drop flaps again.
Romeo Alpha, winds 270 at 10, runway 32, cleared to land.
Winds 270 at 10, runway 32, cleared to land, citation 208, Romeo Alpha. Alright, we're shedding off some speed now. Got flaps down to 2. Excuse me. We'll drop our gear here in a minute. Klamath Falls, Oregon. Welcome. Alright, we're going to drop gear. We're going to lose some more speed. You can hear the drag of the wheels. Engines are going to throttle up a little bit. So they're going to have to work to keep the, now that the wheels are down, they're going to have to work a little bit to keep the speed up.
King Air 2 Kilo Quebec, hold short of runway 14.
We're going to drop our speed just to the absolute final. Do flaps down final. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming in for touchdown. Which fuck way do we exit here? Okay, we're going to want to exit left.
King Air 2 Kilo Quebec, hold short of runway 14.
Short of 14, King Air 2 Kilo Quebec.
Ooh.
folks. Welcome to Crater Lake. Did you know that Crater Lake is the deepest lake in the United States, formed by a collapsed volcano? Thank you for flying with us today.
I can't exit.
Please remain seated until we've come to a
Can't exit B because we've got N52KQ and N31DW sitting there. So we're gonna have to roll on the fuck down.
Quebec, hold short of runway 14.
Short of runway 14, King Air 2 Kilo Quebec.
Ooh, I don't want to miss it. Damn, I'm annoying. I took way too long to get down here. I'm that annoying asshole. Sorry, everybody. Crater Lake ground, citation 208 Romeo Alpha. We are clear of runway 32. Request taxi to parking. I forget which parking I'm going for.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, taxi to park stand 21 via Echo Golf, hold short of runway 7. Good day.
Stand 21 via Echo Golf, hold short runway 27. Thank you very much. Alright, that was a fun flight. What was that, like 2 hours? It was a good time. We laughed, we cried, we learned a little bit about aviation. We didn't actually talk about, oh look, I got my my first spammer right at the end of the night. Come to us, Maria Tripp, RU, Sabani. I don't think I will, but thank you. I appreciate that. It's always good to see the spammers in the chat. Always good to see the spammers. Whoops. Forgot to turn off the landing lights and turn on the taxi lights. Whoops. Whoops, 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 whoops. Oh man, where the fuck? Brother, where is it gonna have me park? In fucking Nowhereville, it looks like.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, hold short of runway 7, King Air on the runway.
Copy that, hold short runway 7 for the King Air, citation 208 Romeo Alpha. We are holding short now, actually.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, cross runway 7.
Crossing runway 7, citation 208 Romeo Alpha.
Citation 8 Romeo Alpha, contact tower on 133.9 or 75 for further instructions.
What the fuck did you just say? Why would I contact tower? I'm looking for parking, my dude. Then again, I'm not sure where. I mean, there's some parking down here. I guess this is GA parking all the way at the bottom is where it's having me go. But you know, whatever, it's fine. So yeah, these new settings definitely worked out nice. I liked it. How it kind of sets the settings according to what you're looking at now. And yeah, the oversetting method works well. It's neat. I wonder if that kind of idea works in other games, where you like overset the settings and then set it to a dynamic FPS. Huh. We'll have to experiment. Not that I like play anything like that. Like anything that's like impressive. This is the hardest graphics game I play. And right now I'm playing this, obviously. I'm always playing Truck Simulator here and there. I keep meaning to start. Ooh, got a little bit of speed going on here. I'm always meaning to start SnowRunner, but I never get around to it. I played it before, but I lost my save. That was on Xbox for PC, but now I got it on Steam. And I got Legacy of Kain Defiance Remaster. I've been meaning to play that, but I haven't found the time yet. Where am I parking? Oh, I see. Wedging me in between these two here. Okay. Thanks. I like how it directed me to essentially where there's already somebody parked. I'm totally gonna smack them with a wing. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Alright. Let's shut her down so people can actually get off. I should have turned the APU on while I was taxiing. And now I gotta wait a second for it to turn on. So that everything doesn't just shut the fuck off as soon as I yeah, I don't have exterior power, so I'll have to turn on the APU for a second to get people off. Alright, start shutting down. I mean, what do you want from me? Why are you complaining? I'm not sure. I don't know why it's complaining like that. I wish it would stop. Whew, okay. That's super obnoxious. So let's just go ahead and shut this bitch off. We'll see how you do once the, kiss my ass. Okay, sorry about that. Well, ladies and gentlemen.
November 19 November Hotel, ready to taxi to the active for VFR pattern work.
I don't know what that was all about. right there at the end.
November 19er, November Hotel.
Why auto throttle was freaking the hell out. It was turned off. Auto throttle was off. Autopilot was off.
November 19er, November Hotel.
But hey, I had a ton of fun. I haven't flown this plane in a long time. It's been a while since I've flown this, so it was good to get behind the get in the cockpit of the Cessna Citation, the C208 here. It was cool to experiment with the oversetting option, the dynamic oversetting is what I'll call it. That's cool that works really well. And yeah, it was just a nice flight. Everything went smoothly. Why do I have shiny things? Shiny shit on my hands. What the hell is that? I don't even know. I'll have to go wash my hands. It's under my nails too. Anyway. Yeah, it was fun flying. We'll have to fly again soon. I gotta come up with a way to do like lore or story role play with my flights, either in the Cessna or, well, either in the Caravan or the Citation. Pretty much the only two things I really enjoy flying. The Dreamliner's a bit big, but it's a bit involved to fly. It takes like 20 minutes to set it up. With everything you have to program in. The Citation has a little bit of programming. I mean, to be honest, the Citation and the Caravan have about the same, just different. The Citation has a much more advanced computer. It takes about the same time to pre-flight. Caravan's computer is older, but it takes the same amount of time. The Dreamliner, on the other hand, the Boeing, takes, like I said, maybe 15 minutes to set everything up. Even when you use SimBrief import to import most of the information, which, to be honest, is what you would kind of do in real life. You would use a type of data connection to download your flight plan and stuff. But even downloading your flight plan in the Dreamliner, it takes 15 minutes to set everything up. Enter all your information. You have to enter information about how many people you have on board, what your estimated weight is, and the main reason is it's not like it needs all that to fly. It kind of does, but the Dreamliner and a lot of newer planes are set up to be super efficient. So it uses just the amount of throttle needed to take off and no more. It wants to know exactly how long the runway is, the temperature, how many people are on board, how much fuel, how much cargo, how many crew. It wants to know everything. You program that all in, and it uses exactly the right amount of fuel. It's neat too, because the Dreamliner has a HUD, like on the like this thing here on the Citation, this like sun visor that's glass and see-through, that can come down. And actually the newer Citations have it too. To be honest, this Citation should HUD control right here, push menu, push. This Citation model in real life has a heads-up display, and it's like holographic in the glass that comes out of this thing. It's super fucking cool. But it doesn't work because, remember I said that some of the planes are like upgrades or remasters, and the remasters didn't all get features like that. The Dreamliner did get the heads-up display though. Anyway, it's been a bunch of fun. We're all shut down. Everybody's deboarded, we can say. And yeah, it's been a good time, so we'll see you next time.